peg at the top, earnings at 89.33.
That was the run I had planned. I did miss one trick. I wanted to do this bar manual 180 bar, but I did a bar manual 180, and I didn't put my foot down, so it still counted. But in my head, I was like, damn, I wanted that a little bit more. But that was a run I had been sleeping on, and I wanted to do that route. And so when that worked out, I already knew that for the second run I was just gonna wing it, and try go a different way and just feel it and just try to ride through the energy like that. And I think that's what helped. For the past years, I'd always stress myself out pretty hard on the run aspect and not putting your foot down and doing almost easier tricks, because I felt if I tried something harder and put my foot down, I wouldn't get a good score, so I'd be doing easier stuff almost. And that's kind of what hurt me these past few years. There was a year I didn't even make it to finals. After the year I had won, and that kind of made me feel weird in my head, damn, can I not even compete with these dudes? And the next few years, yeah, I was getting 6s and 7s and 8s, and I don't even remember. I didn't even look. I just leave, because I know I want to do better than that. And then, yeah, this year I just tried to focus more on not stressing out on the runs, because the runs make you feel it's a presentation in front of people and you can't put your foot down. So I was just ride and get that done. And it worked out a lot better. For the second run, I knew I wanted to start with a trick to flat, so that's why I started on the opposite side than I did with my first run. And there was this past contest I rode in France called Feast, and I started my run with the truck driver to flat, and it kind of that was one of my better runs in France. So I figured if I just start with the truck driver, I'll just start going again, and it kind of happened that way. And I went a different route than I was supposed to, but it just worked out better almost. And it was just random, I don't know, it was super random. It's kind of spur of the moment, in which I told myself to do this time, because when you try to focus on a run, it hurts me. It might not hurt other people, but for me to be oh, I was supposed to go this way and do this trick, and then if I end up doing something else, it stresses me out kinda, and then I get lost in the course because I was supposed to go this way. So in the second run, I just trucked off and just let it go. If I'm gonna go this direction, go this direction. If I'm gonna go this way, and just do tricks until you hear the buzzer, and then hopefully you stay on.
So you told me that you didn't have a plan going into the second
No, not the second run. The only plan I had was the first trick off to flat, and then I was just get it, worked. I don't know how. And I was doing this bar, it was after I did the truck, honestly don't even know what I did after that, but when I came back and turned around, I did a bar manual, and I was coming at the rail, and in my head I knew, okay, if I make it that far, do the bar manual and do crook 180. But I was in the manual and I felt so good. I just did a bar ice down the rail too, and I was just cool, keep going. And that was the kickoff of the spur of the moment too, because I knew I was in a truck. And once I did the bar manual, bar ice, I just started all right, you feel good, just try whatever, and you should be all right. And it worked, I don't know how. For Garrett to be at the top, he gets judged pretty hard, so he has to pull it, if you're the best, it's meant to look so if he slipped up, everyone was I don't know, you might be all right, because even with the slip up, he can still win almost,
Rail, switch tail, no! Dragging the foot!
I honestly expected his second run to come through like he always does, because he comes through with pressure, and that's something I have to work on, honestly, because the pressure will get to me. And with the second run, I didn't have too much pressure because I felt I had already put a run down, and if I get second, that's great. Second to the dude, the king that wins everything, I'm taking that. So I was not really even going for the win. I was just feeling good and just trying to maintain just the way I was riding, And I knew after the first run when he was going that he was gonna get that score in my head, because I know how I've been through it before, and if he pulls all his stuff, it is crazier than a lot of us on there. So it's at the same time, I could tell he was a little reserved on certain things, because in practice I've seen what everyone's doing, and the crazier stuff. And so I knew for his second run he was gonna put some other stuff in there, and for example, for his first run he regular whip down the set, and then his second run he came and then switch whip down the set. So it's little things like that, but then his feet blew off, and that's when everybody was hugging me and stuff. And they gave me that score after my second run. It was getting a gift or something. I was what? I just started turning up. I couldn't believe it. This is the most cherishable thing I've ever gotten. even more than the first one, because the first one was a surprise. Like I didn't even like, what? They gave me a score like that. I didn't even honestly felt like I like beat Garrett like that. But this time I felt like, you know what? After not even qualifying to the finals and not even getting top 5 or anything, this made me feel like I'm like back, like I'm here again or something. Like to even get second, I was satisfied, or third, to just make me feel like I'm competing with these guys again. Because in the past few years, I felt like I just wasn't doing it. And so this one means a lot, to just get first. Like I can't even, yeah, it's crazy.